What's up guys, Drake here, and I'm here for another mod review, because the last one did very well. Did very well. So I decided to do, well, pretty much 2-in-1 I guess. First off, a 2-in-1 mod review, because, well, it helps if I have one mod in. Which the two mods I have are, sorry, freaking wires. Give me 2 seconds here. Okay, we're good now. So the two mods I have in are the Floating Ruins mod, which that's in the description below if you want to download it, and I also have the Ropes Plus mod, which is in the description below as well. Now, the Floating Ruins mod, as you can see, it takes a chunk out of the ground and it brings it up, and on the very top, we fly up there, there's a little dungeon, which is I actually have this mod in my Minecraft Super Survival series. And I actually did something really cool with one of these things, so yeah. Now, as for the Ropes Plus mod, it adds in hookshot cartridges, and a grappling hook. Now, I'm gonna start off with the grappling hook, just because, yeah. Now, the way that you make the grappling hook, and I'm actually like prepared this time, I can actually show you guys the recipe, it's pretty easy. So, grappling hook, oh sorry, grappling hook is made by this, 1 iron ingot, and then 2 ropes. The rope is made by this, you need a 6 rope for it. And now if we go to here, so the grappling hook is very simple to use, but it's also pretty hard. Like, you have to know how to use it. So, first off, what you need to do is, this is for, you use the grappling hook to like climb up places. So to say that I'm survivable and I made this to be able to get up to here, I'm gonna have to make sure that I can actually reach it to one of these edges, because you have to yeah, I'll just show you how it works. So whenever you have this in your hand, you just throw it. Oh, okay. You just throw it, and then you have to make sure you get it on the edge where like where it like hangs off, so a rope can extend. Like right here. There we go. Now, as you can see, it goes down until it gets to the very bottom. And just to show you guys that I'm actually being serious, so you can climb this. Go into game mode 1, and you can climb it as you can climb it. You can climb it, as you can see. Sorry, I'm sick. So yeah. Now, I'm pretty sure if you do that. Okay. I don't know how you did it back then. Come on. See here. I haven't figured out how to get this thing back. Actually, no, I think it's probably a lot easier. It's probably really easy to get back. Wait, what? How do I get this back? Oh, okay. You do just do that. Okay. So you just break it to get it back. Oh god. That sucked. Luckily, I spawned right here. Now, where's the chest? Sorry, I did the game roll, so if I won't lose all my stuff, then yeah. Now, okay, there we go. Yeah, so that thing is pretty easy to use. Now, the hookshot's a bit harder to use. Reason being is that it's very hard to control, but if you can master it, you'll be like Spiderman. Not even joking. So first off, to use the hookshot, you need to have hookshot cartridges, which we go over here. To make it, you need to have a grappling hook, a rope, a piston, which is made with this, 1 iron, redstone, and then cobblestone, and then you need to have 6 iron. Now for the cartridges, you just need to have 1 gunpowder and then 4 paper, and there you go, you get 4 of them. Now, okay, I have a game mode 1 or 0 survival. There we go. All right. So, the way you use this is, now, this thing can only attach to certain blocks, so it can't attach to, like, ice or glass, I don't think. But it can attach to dirt, stone, wool, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Yeah. Sorry, I'm really sick right now. But it did attack pretty much anything. So yeah, now if you just right click on a block from a distance, it makes a rope. Now I can swing like Spiderman. Spiderman. Actually, I'm not doing that. My hands off the keyboard. Now, there we go. Now, say that you just want to jump up to a block. Just hold, just make sure you have the hook shot in your hand. Hold down right click, and then whenever it's fully charged, just let go. There you go. And yeah. Now, it does take one hook shot for something that you don't get it back. Or one hook shot cartridge for things, so yeah. Now, say that I just wanted to, or here. Let's say that I was just about to fall here, and I was going hard, so we just yeet. Now, obviously, I can't really reach the ground from here, so what you do is you just make sure you have a rope attached, and then you hold shift down. This lowers the rope, and it makes it so you take no fall damage. So that is pretty freaking cool. Now this thing is pretty hard to use, like I said, but if you can master it, you can be like Spider-Man. Wait. Hold it. See, like, you can swing all about. It's pretty cool. Yeet. Yeah, and then just get rid of the rope. If you don't want it, you just hold, or you just right click anywhere. So yeah, it's pretty easy to use, but it's also very hard to control. Now, yeah, that's what you use for getting around. Now this mod also adds in arrows that you can use. Also, the link to it will be in the description, as well as what you need to have for it, because it does require another mod to use. Now, if we go ahead and grab all these real quick. Alright, so. Cool. Wait, easy actually. Show game mode 1. Sorry, there's a lot of switching between game modes. Alright, so, obviously, as you can see, it says swap arrows with right bracket, left bracket, and toggle with black slash. I have it set to certain buttons, but the default buttons are comma, period, and I think the last one. Oh yeah, and apostrophe. Now, you can switch between all the arrows that you want. So first off, let's start with the dirt arrow. The dirt arrow is a pretty simple thing. I was testing with it over here a bit. So if you just hold it down and then shoot it, it makes it block the dirt. And yeet. So you just make blocks of dirt. Now you switch between the arrows with the buttons that you set it to, or if you don't set it, then yeah. Now we're going to go to exploding arrow. Get rid of that. Exploding arrow, which means that obviously it's going to explode stuff. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, wait, is it a timer? Oh, it's on a timer. Okay, I didn't know that. I thought it just wasn't loading before. And now I realize that's on timer. Yeah, it basically just explodes stuff. So that's pretty cool. Now this is a fire arrow, which you can tell what this one does. It's fire, obviously. Now, get rid of that one. So this one is a seed arrow. Now this one's a bit weird. This one's a bit weird because, I mean, if it's a seed arrow, you'd probably think it would plant like a crop or something, right? Well, if we take a look here, picture there, it actually puts down a flower. So yeah, that's really weird. I honestly thought it was going to be a crop or something, but it turned out to be a flower. I mean, it's useful, kind of, depending on if you have mods in. It's useful. God, I can blow my nose so bad. So yeah, but yeah, it pretty much spawns in flowers from what I saw. Now we have the frost arrow. Now this one, I'm not 100% sure as to what it does. I'm actually going to break into this thing right now. and see what it does exactly. Yeah, and also in the floating runes mod, you have to break in here, and there's a spawner with obsidian around it, and a block of cobblestone, and then a chest right here. This chest has random stuff put in it, so yeah. Yeah. Now if okay, I just let it spawn stuff in. Spawn in monsters. Oh actually, hold on. We go to another thing really quick actually. Wait, hold on. I haven't been able to figure out this one does exactly, so. Okay, I see now. Okay, so this one, this arrow turns water into ice. I just realized that it might have done that, it might do that, and it does. That's cool. Yeah. That's cool. Alright, anyways, now, so this one's useful for like getting across water if you know about penetrating arrow. This one, I actually have zero clue what it does. So, yeah, just assuming that it might break blocks. I actually have no idea what it does. So, yeah, if you guys ever find out what that one does, go and let me know, because I don't know. I guess maybe it just does extra damage. I'm not sure. Now, slime arrows, this one's a bit weird as well. So, let me just go ahead and spawns and slimes, which obviously it's very useful for if you want to, or if you need to have slime balls. It's very useful. That way you can have an infinite amount of slime balls, pretty much. Oh wait, that's not theory here. Okay, now so it doesn't depend on how much you charge it. Alright. Yeah, and I will also go and show you all of the recipes at the end here. Now, torch arrow. This one is very self-explanatory, as it just puts down a torch. Yeah. Also, I have an idea as to how it's used, but I'm not entirely sure, or how you make the arrows, but I'm not sure yet. Because I actually haven't looked at them yet. Now we have warp arrows, confusing arrows, rope arrows, and redstone torch arrows. So first off, we're going to go with the warp arrow. As you can tell, or this one's pretty self-explanatory, I'm pretty sure. Oh. It makes you teleport you to where the arrow lands. So yeah, it's very useful for getting around as well. So yeah, I honestly would probably prefer to use a warp arrow instead of the hook shot, depending on where I'm at, of course, and where I need to go. The warp arrow would be useful for like getting from, say, it would be useful for getting from like, say that my house was right here where I'm at right now. Let's say that I was like over where the donkeys are right there. The warp arrow will be useful for getting from point A to point B on the ground, and also if you're very high up, it'd be useful as well because you don't take fall damage. But the rope or the hook shot is just very fun to use, which is probably why I use it. Yeah. Now the confusing arrow. Don't know what this one does. I'm just giving it a random thought here. Wait, actually, now that I think about it, it might, okay, yeah, I don't know what this one does. This one might be for PvP. It might be so you, it might like give the another player nausea. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah. A rope arrow and that's a torch arrow. Alright. So the rope arrow is pretty easy to use. Didn't fire that too much there. There we go. Yeah, so it's basically the same thing as the hook shot, except instead of needing to fire it at the top of a block that's on an edge, you can just fire it on the side of a block and climb up it. So I just go yeet, little, there we go. And you just, oh, you can fire it on the bottom of a block too. Didn't know that. Yeah, so this is basically used, this is basically a better version of the grappling hook in my opinion. Because first off, the arrow can travel farther. And it can also attach to anywhere on the block. So yeah. It's just what it is. And now obviously redstone torch is pretty self-explanatory as well. Just all into redstone torch. Wherever that arrow is. So yeah, that is pretty much it for all that. Now if you want to see the crafting recipes here, arrows. Right, so dirt arrow made by this, a feather, a stick, and a dirt. For the exploding arrow, that, gunpowder, stick, feather. Fire arrow, pole, stick, and feather. Seed arrow is a seed, stick, and a feather. Frost is a snowball, stick, and a feather. Penetrating is redstone, stick, and feather. Slime is a slime ball, a stick, and a feather. Torch is a torch, a stick, and a feather. Warp is obsidian, stick, and a feather. Okay, I didn't expect that to be obsidian. Fusing is sand, stick, and feather. Rope is rope, stick, and feather. And redstone torch is redstone torch, stick, and feather. So, it's basically, instead of having flint on the top of the crafting recipe, you just replace it with whatever you want for the arrow. It's basically, it's just that. Yeah, it's very useful for fighting certain mobs or going places. But if you want to have fun, then I definitely recommend using Hookshot because it makes you feel so much like Spider-Man. Yeet. Oh. See, like, you do miss sometimes, because, like, I'm not very good at using this. That's because I don't play with it all the time. Yeet. It's pretty fun, though. Yeah, see? Yes, if you guys like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and also all the mods that you need to have will be, or all the mods that are showcased in this and that you need to have to play this will be in the description below. So yeah, now, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content better than data destruction itself. Thank you guys for watching. You have a nice day, as always. Bye bye. Peace. It's Spiderman.